Good morning, this is Peter Burns speaking to you from La Jolla, and I am going to speak to you about one of my favorite subjects, coffee. Coffee is the entrepreneur's drug of choice. You know and I know that the smell of the first cup of coffee in the morning gets your engine going, and I am a perfect example of that. I'm in a fog until I have my first latte or coffee. I happen to have a wonderful place that I come to every day that prepares the best lattes I've ever had, and I would like to talk to you about coffee. I had the wonderful experience of moving and living in a place that actually invented coffee thousands of years ago. I volunteered for a very large international NGO to be their entrepreneur in residence, and I moved to Ethiopia. This was in 2013, and I would go from where I was staying at the NGO and go and have macchiatos every morning with my favorite barista at a beautiful luxury hotel that was across the street. And I would meet with these wonderful people, these Ethiopian business people who were all friends of the hotel owner, and it was like a coffee cache of the most powerful, successful business people in the entire country. Well, while I was over there, I actually met some of the largest coffee growers in the world. And it turns out that Ethiopia is actually the place where coffee started. And the rumor or the legend is that a goat herder observed his goats eating berries off a certain plant that was growing where he had his goat herd, and after they ate the berries, they'd jump all over the place and be more active than the goats that weren't eating the berries. So he was curious, and he experimented with those berries, and he actually heated up water and put the berries in it, and it turns out that he invented coffee. From Ethiopia, coffee spread around the known world. And even Kona coffee, which is the famous Hawaiian export, supposedly one of the best coffees in the world, actually originated in Ethiopia. Ethiopia was an empire ruled by a royal family for 3,000 years. And the emperor of Ethiopia and the last king of Hawaii became buddies. And as one of the presents that the Ethiopian emperor brought when he met with the king of Hawaii was a coffee bush. And that coffee bush was replanted in the Kona region in Hawaii by the king of Hawaii. And now Kona coffee is one of the most incredible, reputed coffees in the world. But think about where it started, a goat herd in Ethiopia. I love that story, and it's a perfect example of how transport of one idea from one country to another, and how the biggest businesses in the world can have the most humble of origins. This is Peter Burns sharing his coffee story with you.